You ask, I answer. This question came straight from the video, Change Your Perspective to Transmute Energy. This question came in from T. Campbell 1676, and the question reads, how do you change your perspective towards past situations and events that were negative and had a negative effect on your mental health from people who were supposed to be a part of your path temporarily, but ended up staying longer than they were supposed to? Thank you so much for that question. And to answer your question, when you have experienced some negativity or you've had a bad experience that negatively impacted your mental health from a person that was only supposed to be there for a short while, what you have to understand is that you had that experience because it was necessary, okay? Throughout this life journey, there are certain parts of you, there are certain things inside of you that need to be ironed out, so to speak. And the only way that this happens is to encounter a person that will show this to you through a reflection of experiences that you have together. So let's say, for example, let's say you were a people pleaser, right? And your personal blueprint that would have you to be the happiest you could be, that would have you on your highest timeline, right? In order to be on that timeline, you cannot be a people pleaser. So what happens is universe, source, God sends in these experiences or allows you to mingle with certain people to show you these things that need to be transformed in you. As a result, you experience negativity or you experience the pain of still being a version of yourself that no longer serves you. So there's two perspectives that you can take that will allow you to transmute this energy and to get over the experiences that you had with this person. Now, before I give you these two perspectives, please make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you subscribe. Okay. The first perspective that you can take is the fact that you were released from the experience, okay? There are plenty of people who come into karmic situations or they come into temporary experiences, and instead of learning the lesson, they stay in the situation and it lasts for a lifetime. And so they experience misery until they transcend this plane. So the first perspective that you can take is gratitude for the fact that you actually made it out of the situation, because there are a lot of people who don't ever make it out of the situation. The second perspective that you can take is also of gratitude, but it's gratitude for the experience that you had. Like I said, in order for there to be a highlight of that particular aspect of you that was no longer serving you, someone had to come into your life and y'all had to have a little rendezvous, and that aspect of yourself needed to be highlighted through those experiences. So instead of being upset with them, or instead of harboring the negative emotions and feelings that you experienced during that time, you can release that and have gratitude that the universe allowed you a situation that would iron out the aspects of you, the characteristics of you that was keeping you from being the best version of yourself. Without the interaction that you had with this person, you would not have been able to flush out that part of yourself. You needed an interaction with another being in order for this to take place. If you feel like your mental health was impacted and it got really bad, it got really bad because you held on too long. Think about a hot curling iron, right? Let's say that the curling iron is hot. If you touch it for a little bit, yeah, you're gonna get burned, but you're not gonna get burned as bad as you hold on for a whole minute longer than you should have, right? So it's the same thing. Having that experience was going to bring up a little bit of negativity, but the fact that you held on a little bit longer than you should have caused you to experience more pain than what you might have experienced had you let go of that situation sooner. So the situation got as bad as it did because it needed to get that bad for you to finally see that this situation was no longer serving you, that this situation needed to be let go. But don't let the fact that it got as bad as it did overshadow the progress that was made because of the interaction that you had with this person that you could not have gotten any other way. Maybe you would have gotten it with another person, but it would have been pretty much the same situation. That is what happens when you have an aspect of yourself that needs to be fleshed out. You'll continue to experience the same thing, but with different people, until you change that aspect of yourself in order to become a new version of yourself, or to become the version of yourself that is more suitable, or that is the highest version of yourself. So I hope these two perspectives help you, and I hope that you are able to take this information and to incorporate it into your mindset, because all experiences that you have are there to teach you something, okay? And once that experience is over, all you have to do is find the new perspectives in order to release the pain or any negativity that you might still be feeling or that's lingering over after the situation is done. Okay. All right. Well, if this helped you at all and you would like to leave a tip, please go down to the description box below and click on www.godstopallow.com and click on gifts and leave me a tip. I appreciate it. Again, make sure you hit that like button because it keeps the channel going, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah.